This episode of Film Riot is brought to you by Domain.com. Today on Film Riot, we shoot this and this, all in the name of sound. Welcome to Film Riot, the show that keeps you up to date with all things film. I'm your host, Ryan Conley, and if you follow me on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, you may have already seen that we were shooting all sorts of epic guns last week, and a lot of you have been wondering why. Well, for a while now, I have been frustrated by the sound effects that are available. Either they are too expensive or not up to the quality that I wanted, and even if I could find a good sound effects pack for weapons, it didn't really have the variety or detailed sounds that I really wanted. So recently, I've been talking to the sound wizard Rob Krekel, and he's worked on stuff like Uncharted and the recent video game release, The Last of Us. The dude knows his stuff. But I have been talking to him about doing a future project, some collaboration together, when we decided to start making our own sound effects packs. Now, of course, the first pack I thought about doing was a weapons pack, which isn't surprising if you watch this show ever, since it is hard to come by really good weapon sound effects packs, and I didn't want to do it halfway, like get a few handguns, maybe some semi-autos. No, I wanted to do this thing right, like 50 cal right. So Rob flew in, and we hired some special forces and SWAT guys to help us capture some seriously authentic sounds. Our first stop was in Mingus, Texas at TAC Pro Shooting Center, where they had some big effing weapons. But before we could start pulling triggers, we had to set up.
During this setup, we're using a lot of sound devices recorders. We're running one 744T with a mix pre attached to it. That's 4 channels of recording. And we're running 2 722s, which is another 4 channels, 2 on each of those. Headphones are Binder Dynamic DT 770s. And these are just my normal everyday editing headphones. They make some more heavy duty location headphones, but I find these sound just fine, and with the hearing protection in, I can still hear them, so it works out pretty well. This is a DPA 4011 high SPL microphone. This little fun looking device is a wind jammer, windscreen, whatever you want to call it. It just prevents most of the wind from getting to the mic and makes it sound a lot better, because otherwise you're going to just get like over everything, which is very difficult to remove and fairly useless. In terms of microphones, we're getting various perspectives. We're getting incoming fire from about 50 feet away from the weapon. We have 4 mics that are up close. That's for your like first-person shooter, quad sound, the big sound. We got a rear of the shooter right here, about another 50 feet. And then we got about 150 feet back a stereo mic there, and that's for your distance shots, your off-camera shots, that sort of thing. I mean, we're just trying to record as cleanly as possible, get as many usable takes as we can. Hopefully not too many birds, hopefully no planes.
Rob ran all those mics on different channels so that we could combine them or single them out for completely different effects like he was just talking about. So once done, we will be able to come up with all different kinds of sounds for all different kinds of scenarios that come up in action. But what had me most excited was the type of guns that we were able to get, like the MP5, the M249, and of course the massive Barrett 50 cal sniper, which of course we had to try for ourselves. After that, we used suppressors to make sure we got some of that silencer action as well. It was the first time I had physically been present while someone was using a suppressor, and it was incredible how much those things dampen the sound of the gun, but actually sound nothing like what a Hollywood silencer sounds like. After that, we grabbed some gun foley, which is all the sounds of handling a gun, from racking all of the guns to general handling, reloading, and every other detailed sound that we could possibly think of. Pretty much all the sounds I've always wanted to have but haven't found in any feasible pack. And that was day 1. Day 2, we go to a totally different range with a whole new group of friggin' BA dudes. But first, one of my favorite Domain ads we ever made, which we shot in Florida with Emily and Stark.
What What are you fart baskets doing?
Trying to come up with a new ad for domain.com.
For Film Riot.
Film Riot.
Film Riot.
Film Riot.
How long have you been in here?
3 days.
Film Riot.
Seriously?
Domain.com and Film Riot.
How hard could it possibly be?
Harder than you think.
It has to be both comical and informative.
Make you giggle while pointing out how domain.com's easy checkout process makes it simple to find domain names and set up a website.
Plus, point out that domain transfers to domain.com are only $7.61. And if you use the promo code FilmRiot, you get 15% off your domain purchase or transfer.
That's only $6.47 for a domain transfer.
No I know math.
Wait! I've got an idea. Josh and Stark can be standing outside, and I'll come out all like, "Hey Stark, you should use domain.com," and he'll be all like, "Nah." Then I pull out my samurai sword and start hacking him into bits, while Josh is all like, "Oh sweet God, open your cloud of mercy and stop this!"
That's morbid.
And it has nothing to do with domain.com.
Did you miss the exposition where I told him to use domain.com?
That's not exposition.
And it's morbid.
You just say things that I say.
What?
I say things that are good, and you say dumb things.
It's 2 times. Hurt my feelings today.
I got another idea.
I don't want it.
I'm curious.
Josh is on the computer getting a domain from domain.com, and all of a sudden, a little ninja comes up and starts hacking him into pieces with a samurai sword.
Don't piss off little ninjas.
That's worse than the last idea. You killed me even though I was already using domain.com.
Yes, but you didn't use the promo code Film Riot. Bam, marketing.
Nice. Not nice.
You're impossible to please.
No, I just want a good idea.
Then just do an ad about trying to come up with an
We
ad.
did that already.
Not with me.
True.
It's genius.
Could go viral.
No, it will go viral.
It will! Yes!
Yes!
This is the one for me! Living in it!
Yeah!
Whoa! Yeah!
Birthing, Emily!
I'm confused. Did we already shoot it?
Go.
So, on our second day of recording things that shoot things, we went to VX Marksmanship and met up with 2 SWAT snipers, a veteran of Special Forces, and other professional marksmen. The main reason we did this is because I wanted to make sure every sound that we captured was as authentic as possible. The guns were handled by skilled professionals that knew every inch of the weapon they were handling, which, on this day, we had a couple of handguns like a Glock, a 357, a 1911, all at different calibers, and then we had a shotgun, something that they called the Buffalo Killer, an AR, and a sniper rifle. America. And we threw in a suppressor on this day as well, just for good measure. All in all, we had 12 different varieties of guns, several suppressors. It was freaking glorious, especially to watch these guys handle their weapons. It was just badassery all over the place, especially this guy, friggin' Captain America. But again, after that, we captured all the gun foley for these guns as well, which Rob dropped down to just 2 mics, and he mic'd them up close to get all the small characteristics of each weapon and all the sweet little sounds that they made. Then came day 3. This was our shell and mag drop day.
Right now we're just gonna do some exterior shell drops. This is to augment all the weapon stuff that we recorded yesterday. We've got various calibers. Trying to do as many different surfaces as we can because, you know, depending on what your film is, you're gonna have army guys in a field or a killer in the house or a cop on the street, you know, whatever it is, and shells sound different. They ring out differently on different surfaces, so we're going to try to capture as many as we can.
We recorded every shell we had, dropping on several different surfaces. That way, I will have every sound that I need in the future without having to stop and get my Foley for this, which is going to save me a lot of time. Now, if you want to record your own sound effects, the main thing that you should keep in mind is location. Go scouting the area that you're going to be recording and at the time of day that you plan to record at. Listen to the sounds of that spot. Make sure you are plenty far from busy roads, train tracks, and any other invading sound that could ruin your recording. The layout of the area matters as well. If you're capturing loud sounds like these, the type of area you shoot in is going to change the sound that you're getting, so some tests before the big shoot day is probably a good idea. Now, if you have no interest in recording your own sounds, we actually made this with the intention of making it available for you guys to buy and use however you want. No restrictions. We are trying to keep it as cheap as possible. Putting it together was not cheap at all, but we want to get something that would be approachable for you guys, but also at Hollywood quality. And we're going to be selling different versions of the sound effects as well. Rob's going to be processing these sounds into a Hollywood style over-the-top gun pack, but then also a realistic pack where the guns will sound real-world accurate, and then raw sounds for you to do whatever you want with. Process them however they want, and all the mic channels will be completely different, so you could do so many different things. That will be a massive pack of content, and that will be probably the most expensive, obviously, but we are going to be doing the breakout packs of each of those, and then even down to essential gun packs to make sure that regardless of your budget, there will be something that you will be able to get to have some awesome sounds for your production. And this is just the start. I'm looking to do a lot more stuff like this to start bringing top quality assets to you guys. I mean, we're looking to have this one done and available to you in about a month, but I'll definitely keep you updated as we go. But that's it for today. Hopefully showing you guys how we did these recordings, helped you get some ideas of how you can do your own. And I can't tell you how excited I am to get these bad boys ready for you all. And also a massive thank you to the guys over at VX Marksmanship. You can find their website here. They went above and beyond to help us make this absolutely epic. And as always, you can follow me on Twitter. And I'll see you guys next week when my spirit being ventures into the unknown to get back to the sun.
Bring it, fool! I kill everyone!